All right, let's do some Mathity-Math. So it says here, add the vectors A, which has the n coordinates of 7, 14, and B, which has the n coordinates 25, 8, and then find the resultant vector. Okay, so when we tackle these problems, when we're adding them, the x forces, they just add to the x forces, or we call those the I forces if you want. So those add together. So first we can just say, well, what is 7 plus 25? Well, 7 plus 25 is 32. Great. And if we keep going, then we do the y's or the j's, depending on what form you're in, but then we say 14 plus 8, and that is 22. So just like that, you found the n coordinates of your resultant vector, which would be over 32 on the x-axis and then up 22 on the y-axis. But I'm assuming they want us to actually find the length of that resultant vector, and we can do that pretty simply using some math we know pretty well at this point. So I'm going to draw a quick sketch so we can kind of see what's happening here. This is my x-axis, and this is my y-axis. Great. And so it says it went over 32, and this is just going to be a quick sketch. So it goes over 32, and then it said it went up 22. Okay. So that would be about here. So it looks like this. Comes up. There we go. And there is my resultant vector. And if you look at this, it becomes pretty clear that what this makes, if you use the x-axis and you track up, we made ourselves a nice little right triangle, okay? And if we made ourselves a nice little right triangle, we can use that to calculate the length of this resultant vector by just using the Pythagorean theorem. So if we view this as a triangle, let me just color it in pink for you so you can see it, all right? So if we view this as a triangle, nice little right triangle we just made. There it is. Lovely. Okay, so we got this triangle. Well, we know that on the x-axis it is 32, and on the y-axis it is 22. Okay, so again, if you just want to see the triangle by itself, the triangle as a right triangle looks like this. Here's your right triangle, and this side is 32, and this side is 22, and that's the same triangle. So we just have to use the Pythagorean theorem, and we can find the magnitude of that vector. So here we go. The Pythagorean theorem, we say a squared plus b squared is c squared. Okie dokie. We'll say a is 32, so that's like saying 32 squared plus 22 squared, and that equals c squared. Okay, so if we do 32 squared is 1,024. I did that on my calculator. We add that, and 22 squared is 484, and we set them equal to c squared. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to scoot down a little bit just so we can see this a bit better. Okay. So we add those together, and we get 1,508, okay, is c squared. Now we just take the square root of both sides. The square root of c squared just gives us c. I'm going to write it like that because it makes me feel better. And the square root of 1,508 is, let's see, the square root of 1,508 is 38.8. And I guess I can draw in that square root thing just so we can see what happened. I do the square root there, and I do the square there. So you know what we did, okay? So we get 38.8. So there we go. So now you know that the magnitude of your resultant vector is 38.8. Thanks for watching. If you want to get updated on all the new videos I'm making, please don't forget to subscribe. And if there's something you want to see, leave a comment below, and I'll try to make a problem just for you. Bye.